And as ASU police arrested more than 70 pro-Palestinian protesters, 4 of them say that their hijabs were forcibly removed.
So this is bringing up the question of were their religious rights violated or not, or were police just following safety protocols? So take a look. We got this video from the Council on American Islamic Relations Arizona, or CAIR. You can see a woman sitting near a bus with her hands behind her back with 4 ASU police officers surrounding her. A volunteer board member for CAIR Arizona, who is also an attorney, says the officers are seen forcibly removing her hijab and did the same to 3 other ASU students. Here's a closer look at that video. We talked with retired Mesa police officer Bill Richardson about what you're seeing on the screen. He says that police have a duty to properly search a person. He says weapons like small guns or razors can be hidden underneath clothing, including hijabs. Richardson explains the only time that a court order is needed to search a person is if it's a cavity search. He says this is part of a legal procedure to protect the officer and the general public.
I don't see that as a violation of anything. And had the officers, not done their job, then they would be in trouble. Had somebody they arrested had a gun hidden under a hijab and they pulled it out and started firing, and an innocent person is shot and a police officer is shot because the officer was afraid to search them because they were wearing a hijab. Now where are we?
But David Chami, an attorney and volunteer board member for CAIR Arizona, says that this was a peaceful protest and there was no reasonable suspicion that anyone would have a weapon on them. He says because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. And since police had the student restrained, Chami says that a female officer could have conducted the search in private instead of out in the open.
It was very clear from the beginning that law enforcement was determined to crush the protests, to prevent these students and citizens from exercising their First Amendment rights. And it's reminiscent, not of a democracy, but it's reminiscent of what you would see in an authoritarian type country. It's not something you expect to see in the United States.
In a statement, CAIR-AZ executive director said, quote, "The First Amendment guarantees the free practice of religion. Police cannot suspend this right. We condemn the reported actions of ASU police and call for a full investigation," end quote. We did reach out to ASU and we were told that this matter is now under review.